Hello, YouTubers. We have a very special announcement. We were just on Facebook Live, and I wanted to take a little time to explain what's going on with us. Very much appreciate your patience. Trying to find us on here so I can actually see the chat. There we are. Good. And I have a commercial. Okay, there we are. Like I have a few people on there, just hold on. I'm going to do a little bit more music because it's very important for us to tell you what's going on. We've been off for a few weeks and had the holidays with family. It was very good. Lots of family, lots of work. Lots of stress, wonderful times, seeing everybody together in one place. Our house is full of food, full of people, full of dance, full of celebration. Did that for a whole week straight, and it was time for us to get back to work. And I'll wait till the music stopped to tell you what's actually going on. We had a really good year last year. 2019 was an excellent year for the broadcasting we did, for the growth of our station. 2 new shows, The Policy, the crazy libertarian young people. Wonderful, creative people that have a voice. They want to make their voice heard in the community, in this community, online and on the air at KPPP LP 88.1 FM. I'd like to welcome everybody to this short broadcast, helping explain what's going on with the Mexican crossing lines. We had a mishap. Cindy had come down with severe vertigo on Sunday night. Came out of nowhere. It's not a condition she's ever had before, but she got hit really hard with vertigo. She couldn't move. She felt she was falling. She couldn't breathe. She was vomiting. She couldn't keep liquids down. She was getting dehydrated. I was trying the best I could with remedies I could do. And after about 6 hours of trying to stabilize her, I had to call an ambulance. And she ended up in a hospital because I couldn't get her to my car. I couldn't lift her out of bed and carry her to my car. And it's wintertime up here. And they jetted her over to one of our emergency rooms here in Fargo, North Dakota. And they put her in a room, gave her an IV, and started looking at what was wrong. It took them a long time. It took them hours to deal with what was going on. They did some blood work. They did an MRI. They did an EKG. And as they assessed those, everything was normal. Her EKG was fine. Her MRI didn't show anything in her brain that was serious, like a stroke or a tumor or a blood clot. All came out clear. What she had was something happened to her inner ear, and it caused her to become dizzy and go into vertigo, which is a lot more than dizziness. It's a spinning and falling and just no stability, and it's very nauseating. What they did is they got that under control with a strong antihistamine, like an antihistamine like Benadryl, for for vertigo is actually something that helps stabilize you. They did that, calmed her down, spent time with her there until the point came where we had to decide whether she goes home or not. And I said, yeah, let's get her home. So I got her in my car and got her home. But she hasn't been able to do any shows. She hasn't been able to be in front of bright light, so it's impossible for her to be in the studio. She has trouble reading the screen. Her brain is working fine. She knows what's going on. She's following what's going on in this country. She's following what's going on at the border. We just ask that you be patient. You be patient with us, that we're going to be doing shows. I'm going to come up with a different way to do a show. I can run it from the studio in here and probably bring her on a phone in another spot in the house. It's darker, so it doesn't cause so much brightness in her eyes. She won't have to read anything. She kind of go off the cuff, what she knows. Excuse me. What we've been dealing with, and she'll report back to you on what's going on at the border with the migrant caravans. She's still working with Oscar and Anthony. They're in contact, but she's not able to do any work at this moment. We're hoping to get a show done tomorrow or the next day. They'll be short. They'll be sweet. They'll be informative. they'll be good. It's very important that you all know this. I wouldn't mind if you spread this around so people actually know what's going on, because our audience is very, very important to us. Our audience is very important for us to be telling you what's going on and to be reporting to you. We had such a good year last year because of you, our audience. We have an audience that spreads across this country and into other countries. We have a Mexican audience. We have audiences over in Europe. People have been watching. People have been listening. And we want to provide you the best show possible, the best information, the most up-to-date information we can. And we have that. And a lot of it is because of you. The viewers, listeners, send us information. We get so much information that is so pertinent and is so exclusive. We want to use it. We want to show the rest of the world. And we thank you for doing that. So I thought this short little info stream would be important for you to know. Sydney is healing. She's recovering from vertigo. It's going to take a few more days. She's improved a lot, and it's only been 3 days, and she's improved a lot, but she's still not stable enough to be walking around by herself and being in front of a camera and lights. She can't handle that right now, but I'm going to figure out a way to get her on camera and without causing any pain to her, so she can be on, so you as the audience can actually hear from her. Very important voice in media today. Thank you all for supporting us. Thank you all for listening. Thank you all for watching. And thank you all for sharing. And we shall see you soon. Thank you. Happy New Year.